Hello, and welcome to Playing for Second, the board game podcast where if you aren't first, you aren't Tim. This is episode 31, recorded August 5th, 2025. In today's episode, we'll provide our monthly wrap-up for July. Then, we'll chat about some of the games we've been playing since our last episode. And finally, we'll discuss some upcoming gaming plans. Let's get going. Welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us. I'm Josh. With me, as always, is Brian.
Hello.
And Tim.
Hey, folks.
Yeah, so this video is a little bit later than we anticipated because we've been doing some life things. By we, I mean you two. So, Tim, this is our wrap-up episode for July, and I'm looking at your games play, and I got to tell you, you okay? Is this a cry for help?
I know. It's pretty anemic. It's it's rather rough. So for the month, I had 8 total plays of 7 different games for a total of 9 hours, which is the lowest quantity of any of those 3 that I've seen in quite a long time. Hasn't necessarily been due to, I would say, any one like a major bad thing or anything like that. Just been, major bad thing, of course. So Brian has unfortunately gotten me into some reading, and that has taken up a lot of my what had previously been solo gaming times, and then weekends have been a little tight, just getting folks together. So that's all of my games have been on, I think, the 2 weekends that we were able to get together in July. So yeah, that was it. And out of those 8 total plays, I had 0 solo plays. So again, another month with that. Most played, played both these with you guys. Cryptid, 2 plays, and then Age of Steam was the most for time, and that was 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Wonder, I had to. Well, I mean, Age of Steam. That's when I look at the list. If I gotta pick one, but honestly, if I'm going into that play, I probably have it rated pretty high. Just even going in, even though that's what we don't necessarily play a whole lot. So that's honestly going into it again. I don't know if it got overplayed a little bit or what, but
we'll talk about that one during the.
Oh, okay. I really enjoyed that one for the month. Blunder, and I think we talked about this title last time in our last episode, but Paranormal Detectives, and again, that's probably mostly in a comparison to Here Lies. I just prefer Here Lies based on the few plays that we've had. Games in, games out ended up being on the positive side of this, with less coming in than going out.
Woohoo!
Coming in and honestly mostly coming in, I'm going to take a look. They're all either pre-orders or crowdfunding. So no additional game purchases, but Ashes Reborn, the next version of that finally delivered. I actually was talking about that the last time we got together. A new GIF game. So there was I think it's 7th or 8th title in that series that came out. I'm going to skip the Dune Imperium expansion. Okay, obviously I didn't skip it, but I would prefer not to take. Yeah, that face right there. That's what I was referring to. Thanks,
Josh.
Brian.
Get it together. God.
Kingdom Legacy. You guys finally talked me into it, or actually didn't even talk me into it.
Oh,
I
really?
saw it. Yeah, I saw it. It was available. I actually looked into the expansions. They weren't available, but the base game was. So
they haven't been available in the States for some reason.
That's what I figured. But and then the last one was I got about, I'm going to say 60% of my Nemesis Retaliation pledge delivered. Still waiting on the other 40%. It looks like the majority of the Retaliation stuff delivered, and then all the stuff for the other games, including Josh's Aftermath, I think is the
Aftermath,
that expansion. Yep. That's still waiting for delivery. But and then for games out, let's see, I had maybe 12 on the list. One of them actually ended up being the 3 fancy books that were published by Chip Theory for Too Many Bones. So that was one where I saw someone was excuse me, they had a In Search Of comment out there, so kind of jumped on that, and then in addition to like I said, a handful of games here, but yeah, that was my month. August isn't looking better, so however, I am destroying some books. So
yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been different. Again, you guys know me. I tend to have a little bit of a compulsive nature with what? I'm sorry, what? When I get into a new hobby, I kind of dive 3 feet in type thing. But yeah, no, it's been fun. So based on that, I set the stage. Brian, one up me. How was your July?
Brian was played a total of 9 games.
Yeah.
I mean,
mine was better than that, but for me, it was a pretty slow July. And just for a real quick segment of Brian was right. Remember when you backed those books for Too Many Bones, and I told you why? Why are you backing those? Just want to throw that out there. I hope you had so much fun with those.
The only reason I sold, I got them because my wife was interested in them. I showed them to her, and her eyes got huge. She was like, "Those are really cool. I want those." Sure. Someone really wanted them. Let me put it that way. So yeah. It was something where, I think I paid, I can't remember what it was, maybe $25, $30 a piece. And I think I sold them for $50 a piece. Oh, so it was one of those, I was like, oh, they really want them. Okay. Well, just sitting here, they aren't really doing anything. So yeah, I think after selling those is what made me kind of justify in my brain to go to eBay and find that Broken Binding Dandelion Dynasty box
I guess
set.
Maybe Brian wasn't right. It sounds like those were an investment for you as opposed to a terrible purchase. So that's good.
So let's hear about your 9 games.
Okay. 9. Also, I will take full credit and responsibility for this book thing. I'm proud to do that. Not all the other games you say that I made you buy. So I did have 42 plays this month of 21 different games for a total of 37 hours. 11 of those were solo, not including Josh and I played, I think, 6 of Kingdom Legacy. We've been doing 2 a day. So I think we got together 3 times into 2 to get those kind of recorded. And before we forgot all of our cards in our decks so that we could actually try to play the game. Most played for me was in terms of number of plays, I had 8 plays of Marvel Champions. And then in hours, our Kingdom Legacy plays took about 7 hours for those 6 plays. Wonder for me. So this one's a little weird. I looked back at all the games we played, and there wasn't really one that jumped out at me other than my buddy Creed and I have been playing our Mage Knight night on Thursdays. Hasn't been Mage Knight night in quite some time. I think once in the last 8 months. But we've been playing on Board Game Arena, and we finally made it through all of the fan factions for Terra Mystica. So nice. We were really having fun doing that. They did really change it up and kind of revitalize base Terra Mystica for us both. Once we were done with, I can't remember if there's 14 or 16 of them. We kind of both thought the same thing. Some of those are fun. Some of those are unnecessary, and some are bad. Like they mix things up, which is cool. It'll be interesting to see how they work with other factions and things like that. But you'll do one and like their special ability is a sentence, and you'll do another one and their special ability is 3 paragraphs. And I got to the point where I don't want to read that, so I'm not choosing those guys. So, yeah. But yeah, some of them were very interesting, and some of them were much more to my play style, and some for Creed. So that was pretty fun to play through those. And I think they're getting an official publication at Essen this year from Capstone. I think that's what Clay told me when we at Origins. Yeah, okay. I think I asked him when we were at lunch at Origins, and I'm pretty sure he said it's going to be Essen, which I assume means Capstone will have it at Essen, which means he'll have it in the States. He could have just been meaning they're available at Essen through Fjordland, I think is who has that.
Yep.
And he usually gets the stuff either at the same time or very close to it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be picking those up. I don't know if it's going to work. I've not played that solo yet with the solo expansion. I don't know if they'll even work with it. Probably not, because I don't think they were designed with it in mind, but I'll try to work something out, I think, because like I said, some of them were pretty fun. Blunder for me, and we talked about this one. I don't know if it was the last episode or if it was 2 episodes ago, but Earthborn Rangers, it was such a disappointment. which was very sad because I watched some videos. I did my research on that one. I looked at it. I'm like, this looks interesting as long as there's more to it than delivering biscuits to people. And there's not much more to it than delivering biscuits to people, at least not. Now, we didn't get into the actual story, but the gameplay itself wasn't what I was looking for. And it wasn't what Josh was looking for either. So he was ready to sell it slightly before I was, but it's my copy. So he had no choice in that. But yeah, so that one, I actually ended up selling that one here. I guess spoilers for next month. I actually did sell that one in the last couple of days. So.
Oh, that's good. I didn't hear you'd done that. Nice.
Yeah. Well, you abandoned me and don't work for me anymore.
Okay.
There it is. Okay. First one, not the last. And then games in, games out. Very, very close. I had some activity here August 1st, but in July I did not have anything. So no games in, no games out in July. But yeah, next month I'll have some stuff in both those categories. So that'll be fun. Stay tuned. And it's probably our next podcast the way we're going here. So
is that a first time? I don't know that I've seen a none for in and out.
It might be a second.
Okay.
It might be the second ever since maybe the month before my auction or maybe the month after my auction.
Gotcha.
I think I had a none.
I was going to say,
I went off the rails this last weekend buying stuff.
Brian tends to go
in spurts,
really ebb and flows. He will go just buy all the games.
Yeah.
And then he'll realize like a few months later, like he doesn't want to play any of them. And then he'll go on this crazy selling spree. And then he'll kind of be at a pause, an equilibrium as he is now. And then he's just going on the buying spree again now.
So. It's buying spree again. I just put $145 into Game Nerds because I needed a pack of Dragon Shield blue sleeves. So, yeah.
How much were those sleeves? Like $8?
No, like 10. Okay. So, had to have free shipping, Tim. Come on. So that was my July. August for me will be a little more active. I think I'm already at 20 hours in August here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll get into it a little later, but I've been playing some Marvel Champions, and I got the nephews yesterday. And of course, normally when we get together, we rocked a 3 or 4 hour game of Hex for it. So good times were had. Josh, how about you? I think you're our big winner for July, which just makes me feel dirty.
We're about the same.
About.
Yeah. I had 47 total plays, 28 different games, which was 36 hours of playtime. 8 of those plays were solo, including 6 that you already mentioned were our Kingdom Legacy, Feudal Kingdoms plays. My most played game this month was Flip 7. Been playing that a lot with the kids. It's lightning fast, and they really like it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
you know what? With the kids, it's good. With the kids, it's really fun because they're hilarious when they're playing it. I don't think it's not a game for our group.
Yeah,
but it's a great game for the kids. And then Kingdom Legacy was my top hours of with 7. My wonder for the month was I'm throwing this weird one out. It's kind of a weird one because it definitely wasn't the best game I played this month, but it was definitely the most surprising game. And that is a game called Summer Camp, which was one of those Buffalo games that Target came out with. It's actually a Phil Walker Harding design. And I got it because, my oldest has been going to Boy Scout camp this summer for a couple weeks. And so I got it to play with him because it has, you get your merit badges and you participate in different summer camp type activities, but it's just a really light deck builder with a bit of a race going on. And it's really, really cute and really, really well done. And it plays in 45 minutes and all the kids can play it. It's really nicely done. I was not expecting that. For
very good.
$10 that it cost, basically.
Yeah. Wow.
So Summer Camp has been a really big surprise for us. My blunder was Earthborn Rangers, as Brian mentioned. That had the opposite effect from Summer Camp. That was one I was expecting a lot out of and got very little. Games in, Flip 7, like we talked about, that was actually the free copy that they were doing like a big advertising blitz when it was coming out into Target several months ago. So they were offering free copies to the first however many thousand people submitted their email address. So that came. And we got 7 plays of it in within a few weeks. That was cool. I ended up buying a second copy of Splendor during Prime Days because it was cheap and it was a second edition. And that way we have one that we can travel with and one that stays on the shelf, because that's one that the family and the kids especially really like. Summer camp came in. I got Biblios. We'll talk about that later. And Kinfire Chronicles. We'll probably talk about that next episode. Game's out. Tim, I finally got rid of Catherine.
Okay.
You had a bonfire? We didn't get invited.
You were holding on to it, huh?
That was one of the games that traded in the math trade this past month. So really cool.
Okay. All right.
Got rid of the Fellowship of the Ring Trick Taking game. That was also a math trade game.
I was going to say that one stings. I kind of liked that one.
Yeah, but we're not going to play it again.
Yeah, I hear you.
We've played it.
They just announced the second one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Black Forest left, and Ethnos First Edition left. So,
okay.
Yeah, that was my month.
Black Forest. Now, that was another one I know you were
liked
hanging
that
on
one.
to, but...
Mm-hmm.
But
it just never got back to the table type thing.
Yeah. And there's a decent solo mode with it, but it just never felt like the amount of setup for that game to play solo. I don't know. It's a great game.
For you, I think that was one of those ones where you expected nothing and it was better than nothing.
That could have been part of it.
Had you played it another time or two, I think it would have hit the sell pile.
That's probably true.
Where Tim, I think Tim was pretty lukewarm on it because it's very similar to Glass Road, and I know Tim you prefer. I think Glass Road one of the only that and Fields of Arr are the only Uves that you actually like. I think, right?
Yep, those are the only two that I've kept. I should say.
Yeah, and he liked the card play better than the worker placement.
Yep.
Yeah, which I don't like because the card play in Glass Road is the same as Broom Service, isn't it? Effectively.
I never pick room service.
You pick cards, and then if someone chooses the same card as you, you get a weaker version of the action or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But they get to follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well, other than Tim, it sounds like some of us were playing some games in July. It's okay, Tim. We played some good ones. That Age of Steam play was pretty good. That's one of those that I buy more expansions every year than we play the game. So we should probably do something about that too. So, but yeah, while we're talking about that, we might as well talk about that. So we played that once in July, I think, but then I think we played it again in August, or were they both in July?
Yeah,
nope.
I think one was in one. Yep.
So yeah, we have played that one twice in the last month. Been trying to get through some of the maps. I believe Tim, you and I have purchased all 4 expansions.
I
have. Okay,
you got me wondering. I know you have.
I do. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking back
so.
there. Yep.
I thought so.
You're right.
And then
didn't
Josh,
you get the 5th?
I don't know why you're bringing
expansion?
that up right now. That's I don't. Yeah, it had the moon in it. What was I supposed to do? I want to play that moon map so much. I ended up late pledging for 5 and 6 on that one. So,
okay.
And then Josh, I think you have 1 or 2 of the expansions, don't you?
I just have expansion 4.
I'm going to assume that there's an Ireland map in there.
There is not. That's actually in 5 or 6.
Did you back 5 or 6?
I did not.
Wow.
Because of exactly what you just said. This is one that there's 1,000 maps for, and we've only played 5 or 6.
Yeah, but this is also one that somehow, not the last 2 games we played, but somehow we're all competitive, and Tim doesn't always win this. He should.
Yeah, that's true.
In the last 2 games, he did. But this is one that we've all actually won multiple games against Tim, which is, I don't think we can say that about very many games. Occasionally we'll get a lucky win, but this one is actually usually pretty competitive. And the game we played in July, everyone was competitive but me. I was competitive, I think, there's 6 rounds. I think 4 or 5 of them I was competitive. And then I fell off and didn't have anything to do in those last 2 rounds. And then the last one we just played, Tim beat me by an entire point. It was the closest. That's the closest. I mean, I could taste it, and it was bitter. But Tim ended up taking that one down as well. So I forget what was the maps we played. I think we did play Ireland, didn't we?
No, we played Ukraine. This most recent one.
Yeah, and Portugal. Yeah.
Which that game's fun in how a different map can change it quite a bit, but almost. The last one, so we played Ukraine, and it introduces a new action that, with the exception of Tim, no one wanted to take. Now, Tim didn't take it, but
No.
it was it was an action that could effectively just cripple somebody for a turn.
Yeah, it just shuts one person down.
It shuts
for
a
that
hex down. You cannot take anything in or out of that hex. What was it, like civil disobedience, I think is what it was called?
Civil unrest or something.
Civil unrest, something like that. Which that is not the play style of anybody in our group other than Tim. And not in a bad way. I mean, that's part of the game. It's an action you can take, but it's not something Josh or I is going to do. And Denmead would probably only do it if like it would really help him out. He had nothing else to do, or it was coerced kind of. He doesn't have an issue doing it, but he knows how much Josh and I hate it. So yeah, that was just a bonus action that we just never took.
Age of Steam already has enough meanness in it. I mean, you can really just lay track and cut somebody off.
Right. That's just part of
deny them access, and that's already in the game. It doesn't need a whammy on top of it that just says you can't do anything here. Because I did take that action once, but I didn't actually put it anywhere. I just put it into a random hex. Yeah. Because it's not, again, depending on where I put that, I could have just been a kingmaker for the game. And that's not what I want to do with the game.
Yeah.
That's silly.
You should have, again, 1 point. But
it absolutely would have gone on Tim. But
of course. Yeah. And that's another problem. If you and I do decide that, you know what, this game we're going to play dirty, we're both just going to attack Tim.
Yeah.
Because if he loses, we all win. And that's not fair. So
Well, when you say fair.
Huh? Yeah.
When you say fair.
Sure.
You meant normal? That's normal.
Yeah, well, it is normal. Yeah.
Yeah. So Age of Steam, Tim, I think is one that Brian made a good point the last couple times we played it, is we'll always sit there and we'll say, hey, what do you guys want to play next? And somebody will bring up Age of Steam and we're like, that sounds good. But then we look down and we realize it's 8:30 and none of us have the brain capacity at 8:30 to start that game.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So the last couple times Brian said, hey, if we're going to play it, let's do it first.
Do it first. Yeah.
And he's right. I mean, absolutely. We started those late afternoon, early evening or whatever, and got them done first.
Yeah, Denmead suggested we play it, and it was like, all right, let's just make that the first thing we play. And then to my point of the whole, we don't have the brain power, after that, we just played Crokinole or poker, things that didn't require brain power. Because it does. It takes a little bit out of you, and it kind of puts you in a mindset that you're not going to be able to use for any other games. Kind of. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is one.
That's a good point.
That we all tend to enjoy. Like that. That's not I don't think that's a top. I mean, we've done our top 10. It's not a top 10 game for me, but it's definitely, in terms of our core group of people, it's probably a top 10 game in terms.
I was going to say it's a top 10 crossover for us.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely one of the 3 games we all like. But it also is a game that, like we just said, we have to be in the mood to play that one, and it has to be the right time to play that one.
So is Bruges in that list now, or is it not in that list?
Bruges with expansion, I don't like.
Oh my goodness!
Bruges without, I'll play, but man, that expansion really highlights the downfalls of that game for me.
How about
it did.
So? Yeah, we talk Clinic, Small City.
Clinic, we
TKR.
all like Small City Build, but again, they all have it. TKR is the only one that doesn't have an issue. The only issue anyone has with TKR. No, what's the issue with TKR other than
we literally have a house rule that we play?
A house rule that
we literally had the house rules.
That house rule?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But Clinic and Small City, the issue with both of those are, okay, we've played the base game enough. Let's play some expansions. And the expansions or modules, I don't think were play tested at all.
Play tested.
Now, am I still buying Clinic expansions? Yes, I just bought the 7th one over the weekend. So he keeps flirting this big box, and he just needs to come out with the big box. He just keeps flirting it. I think he's trying to get someone to design the insert, and it's like, my man, I'm gonna throw it away and 3D print my own thing. Just send me the box, please.
He's gonna keep slow rolling expansions out until you stop buying them.
Right?
Me specifically. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll test that next time. We can't. 8's my favorite number, so when that 8th expansion comes out, I'm gonna buy that. I can't not. So
Clinic the Ocho. That's got to be what it's called, right?
Oh boy.
All right. Well, that was Age of Steam.
Sure was it? More or less.
And various sundry of other things. We also got back a game we had played when it first came out a lot, and then we haven't played it since then. Ark Nova.
This was Sans Tim. This
This was without Tim.
We were waiting. Tim was a couple hours or an hour or two out, so we decided to play this one with other Josh.
And boy,
we were
isn't
all
it great
very
without
excited
Tim.
someone else was going to win. So. And it ended up that Denmead just got a Tim combo, so it felt like we were playing Tim. There was a card in there. I think we told you, Tim, that he got a whatever the blue cards are called. I don't know what anything called is in this game. What are the blue cards called?
Advisors?
Nope.
It's the name of one of the 5 action cards. Sponsors.
Yeah. We're all
sponsors. Yes.
So he got a
totally
sponsor.
played this game before, guys. I
promise.
promise.
We saw it like double-digit plays, I think.
Yes.
So he got a sponsor card that anytime he got the little research symbol, he could increase whatever the green track is called.
Oh, wow.
Every conservation track.
Conservation track. So he was on like 14 conservation and had not done any conservation projects.
Hadn't done any projects.
He hadn't done any. And he was on, I think, 14 conservation. I was still at 0. Josh, I think at that point you were around 5-ish. But yeah, he just kept any card that had that on it. He would play it because it would move up the conservation track. And it's just like, okay, I'm going to get a pen out and write like max 4 times or something.
Yeah, right.
This is ridiculous.
That's what I was wondering. Is it something that he got? I don't know that I've seen that. I'm wondering if it's an expansion card or something.
I think it was one of the expansion cards.
Okay.
Because we did have all the Marine World stuff in there.
Okay.
And I think we played with some of the new boards from Map Pack 2.
You guys did.
Very good.
I think I played with the Map Pack 1 or maybe an original board that I hadn't played with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun one.
It's such a fun game. And even if you don't win, usually you still have a good time building your little zoo. At least I do.
A bunch of cute little aminals,
Yeah, it's fun. And yeah, we actually all had, a competitive chance this time because Tim wasn't playing. So yeah, that was good.
Oh boy.
I kind of started to make a comeback there at the end. So it was, I think it was the first or second time I finished with negative points. But because we use the old scoring because we vaguely know how that works, and we don't know how the new scoring works. So
it works the same, just add 100.
Yeah,
it's literally like the same thing. You just add 100 points, I think.
Right?
Oh, really?
Something like that, just so everyone's positive.
I think you just add your 2 scores together, and that's your total.
And that's
maybe
your score.
Something like that.
Like that.
Really? Okay.
I think so.
Which, sure. I mean, it does the same thing. It's fine. I get
that
it.
Way nobody's feelings get hurt that they got negative.
I was
pretty upset. We were sitting there for 2.5 hours, and I had like negative 14 points. It really doesn't feel great.
Play better.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of cards that gave me green points or a card that gives me a free movement up the track.
Every time you breathe.
I'm gonna burn that card. That's like the siege tower or whatever in TKR. We should never play with that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good one. Now I don't like that one enough. I'm not planning on backing all the 3D bits.
Oh yeah,
that it looks like it's even 2 boxes. And the only thing that it looks like it might be new is maybe some maps. So I might do that, but I don't know. I might just wait for those to come retail because I'm sure they will.
Is that what 3Dition or something like that?
Yeah.
I can't remember like that. They spelled it all
they
kooky.
Spelled it super weird. Not as weird as how Sanctuary is Sank and then Chuary on the box cover.
Yeah,
that was also a bold choice.
I wouldn't hate the acrylic tiles and the double layer
acrylic tiles
player boards.
Ooh.
Well, it depends on how the double layer player boards work because
that's true.
According to looking at the pictures, either they're just pictures and they haven't actually developed them yet, or it almost looks like the base map is printed on the double layer player boards. Which is weird.
So unless you can slide the maps in,
which I imagine you can, and probably makes them triple layer player boards, I guess. But those look neat. But again, I assume more expansions are going to be coming out for that one, and depending on the maps, those might even become obsolete depending on what the new expansions do. So, I mean, even if I were inclined to pick that up, I don't know. That would kind of be holding me back a little bit, just in case more expansions were coming up.
Right.
But I don't know. But yeah, Ark Nova.
I mean, it's something like that. It's hard. I mean, I know what you're saying. Like you get a big collection or a big box version that comes out, but there's always what do you do when the next promo or the next, the next, even if it's a small expansion, right? And now it doesn't now it doesn't match everything else. I'm trying to remember the BGG components. Was it Robinson Crusoe?
Yep.
Where it has the bits
Base
for
game.
like 80% of it, but not the other 20 or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Which I still just mix them in the same bag. You can obviously feel if you're pulling an acrylic tile or a cardboard tile, but it doesn't matter. It's just the clickety clack of the acrylic tiles, I guess, are nice, but just throw Azul pieces in there too and just dig around for it. And then you have your clickety clack, I guess. But, yeah, this is when I wouldn't mind playing this one again sometime soon either. I mean, maybe I guess with Tim, we'll just have to let him sit out like the first 3 rounds to make it fair, I guess. But because otherwise, holy crap, it's Age of Steam all over again with this one.
Well, except this one, and that's actually one reason why I like Age of Steam is because the amount of player interaction, and you can 3 players.
If we see you running away, we can try to stop it.
Well, and you can do things the whole time, just like throwing little hurdles in front of one person. You don't really have a whole lot of that in a game like Ark Nova, where it's kind of everyone has their own thing. But no, I get it.
We don't even play with the handful of cards and tokens that are like the negative effects.
Right.
That, I mean, it's a game about building a zoo. It doesn't even make sense for me to have those in there. But they specifically say in the rules, if you don't want to do it, just do the blue thing. So that's what we do when we play. So because Josh and I are snowflakes, we don't like to have those negative interaction. It's true. Yeah. But yeah, that was Ark Nova, first time in a while there, and I wouldn't mind playing that one again here sometime soon. But yeah, our next one we played, this was, as I kind of mentioned, I think both times in the last month we've played Age of Steam, we followed that up with some Crokinole. So
yes,
that's that we play the team mode. It's been me and Denmead versus you two both times, and there was probably a score, but I know I wasn't paying attention to it.
Denmead kept score of every game, and I never knew who was winning anytime.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys cared, but I certainly didn't. There's every once in a while here, I'm like, all right, it's 2-4. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm going to continue to flick this disc at the hole now. So
I thought it was very interesting with how out of practice that we were. Yeah. We would go in and out of making a miraculous shot and then totally flubbing one that we absolutely should have been able to do.
Absolutely.
Just going back and forth. It was like you'd see what it was just like. It reminded me of like playing pool when I was 8. You know, it was like you'd pull some shot out of nowhere, and then you'd have something lined up perfectly, and still figure out a way to screw that up. So yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, I have no idea what the scores were.
No, I did that one. I just started marking in the BG stats as how long did we play, and then I either play everybody loses or everybody wins. I don't remember.
You don't have to mark. You don't have to mark winners or losers, right?
That's loser talk right there. So yeah, I think both nights those were also that was the game ender. That was the last thing we did, and it was a good that was a good time to wind down. And then we talked books while Josh just sat there and I don't know drooled or did whatever he did, and me, you, and Denby talked the books that we're reading, which was a good time for everyone involved. right, Fulton?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Fulton got to introduce us to some excellent music tastes.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
That have since been everywhere.
Maybe for you, I've successfully avoided it. What was your?
You haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters everywhere?
No.
Oh boy,
ugh. I don't go anywhere or do anything. So,
but you're on the internet a lot,
right?
So like.
I'm on BGG, YouTube, and Game News.
I can't believe you haven't seen it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just click on the things I want to watch, which is normally playing for second. Lately, for whatever reason, it's been poker videos. You watch one poker video, and all of a sudden, you got to watch Phil Hellmuth freak out 40 times.
Gotcha.
It's pretty fun. So yeah, that's what it's been lately. But no, I don't think I've seen any K-pop Demon Hunters that one of you haven't sent via text message. So, and I'm fine with that.
Let's see if I can't get your algorithm to do a little work.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead. I'm pretty good at ignoring things. So much like this conversation is about to happen here.
Oh boy.
So yeah, but Crokinole, that was one we all got into that several years ago, and we overplayed the crap out of it to the point that I no longer wanted to play it.
We did not overplay it. You did not prefer to play it that much.
We would get together for a game night, and all we would play would be Crokinole.
You're welcome. I don't know.
I think that was back when maybe I still cared enough to bring board games. I'd be like, "Hey guys, I brought some stuff," and you'd be like, "Click, click, 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 click" for 6 hours. Like, oh, cool. That was an event that happened. So after like 3 months of that, yeah, I was a little sick of it. But yeah, now I don't mind it. Especially to end the evening, something like that. It's a nice way to do that. So
yeah, no, I agree. And I remember. Josh, I can't remember who was the first person to get a board. It was one of you two, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I said Josh got his before mine.
Okay, and then Josh, when you got yours, I was trying to remember about the time you got it. I came over and we did the same thing. I think we played like maybe 2 card games and then got that out and just played that.
Yep.
For a couple hours.
Yeah.
So no, again, it's one of those that really sucks you in, and it's a good day waster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, sure is.
And it seems like it's grown in popularity just in the last couple years.
Yeah, ever since the shut up and sit down effect happened.
Do you think that's what that was?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think a lot of it was.
That was just a really good video too. Like I've gone back and just watched it, because it's entertaining and everything he says is true. Just like you said, like with an 8 years old playing pool, he said the same thing. Sometimes you'll just look into the greatest shot that's ever happened in Crokinole. And other times you just hit a post 4 times in a row and nothing happens. So yeah, it's always entertaining. And there's always at least one of those shots where it's just like, okay, yeah, totally meant to do that. That was amazing.
I don't know if you saw my triple takeout with leaving to the 15 the other day, but then,
I do remember you guys
up
did
with
lose, though.
Straight post.
Yeah, it was weird.
Now it does beg the question: how in the world were we in such a situation where you had to get a triple takeout and leave it in the 15? But
good point.
It was for a tie.
Yeah, I think we tied.
I think it was for a tie. Yeah, it was very impressive. But it was for that tie. But yeah, that was a good one, and it's. Speaking of oldies, too, I mean, not as old as Crokinole, but Josh, you brought one over the other day that I haven't thought about in years, but I remember absolutely loving. So tell us the story of how you found yourself a copy of Biblios in 2025.
Biblios has been on my kind of wish list for a while, I guess. I played it once back in the aughts of some value. I don't know.
Okay.
And I had fun. I enjoyed it. And then it just kind of never occurred to me to go try to find one until relatively recently. And now they're all priced at $30 and $40 for a 15-minute filler game. And I'm like, I'm good. That's silly. And now Steve Finn is out of making games, basically. So I don't think he's going to get the license back from Yellow or whatever. And they have no plans on reprinting it. They did the roll and write several years back, and the game has not gotten a reprint, the original. So I just had it on my math trade list last few months and happened into a copy this month. So I think I ended up trading the Trick Taker, the Lord of the Rings Trick Taker for it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So pretty good trade.
Yeah. So we got a couple plays of that in. And
this is one I had years ago. And at the time it was out of print and people wanted it. So I think I sold it for maybe $50 or $60, something like that. But it was one that I enjoyed quite a bit.
I was somewhat similar. I just got rid of mine maybe a couple of years ago, but I was just looking back. So we played it the other weekend, but before that, it was 7 years.
Yeah,
7 years since I last played it. So yeah, it was one that was always there, kind of like what you said. It was a pretty decent filler,
great filler game,
but just wouldn't make it to the game bag. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, and we actually at the time this recording is going to come out, we will have a play up on the channel because we did record it a weekend or two ago here. So yeah, people can watch how that one goes, and people can watch what it's like playing games with Tim. And as we mentioned in that video, the game's basically two halves. And the first half is herbaceous, and the second half is for sale. So, I mean, with the exception of, I think I played for sale once. It's fine. It's an auction game, but we all like herbaceous for what it is. And I think we all probably like for sale for what it is. So yeah, this one is just kind of combines those two and, slaps a theme on there that totally matters. And it turns out it's a pretty good game. So
I was worried when I showed up with this the other day because I didn't know if either of you would actually want to play it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know either of you would even be into it. And I was like, yeah, I got this game. And you're like, oh, yeah, I used to own that. And Tim said the same thing. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah. And again, that was one that I probably would still owe, except that people were paying ridiculous prices for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I figured I would sell it because, it doesn't get to the table often. For me, I mean, back then, I think I was primarily solo and then playing with like other friend groups that didn't really get into thinky stuff very often. It was kind of more just action stuff. So
Gotcha.
but yeah, that's bring that one more often, man. All right.
Heck yeah.
Do it.
That's a nice 15-minute game too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's a great one.
fast.
We're waiting for somebody else to arrive or in between other ones. It's a really good one to play. So
Good point.
and speaking of games that are going to be up on the channel, I haven't done this yet, but Leviathan Wilds. we played a game of Leviathan Wilds, which that'll be up at some point. It's not up at the time of this recording because I haven't edited it yet, and I don't have plans to here in the near future. Probably by the end of this week, so that might be out here in a week or two.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, he's dying to do it.
I got through 2 of the 3 I had to edit, so this is just
there you
the
go.
last one here. But yeah, this is
I'm
one
sorry
Josh,
that you
also picked up.
had to edit, or did you get the pleasure of editing?
No,
He had the opportunity.
You quit on all of us, and now I'm the edit guy. So, luckily for you, I guess I spent a couple of grand on.
We can talk
equipment.
more about this a little later.
Yeah, we can talk about
Leviathan
it, sure.
Wilds.
Leviathan Wilds. So yeah, Josh, this was one. Did you back this one, or you traded for this one?
I backed this one during the expansion Kickstarter for it.
Okay.
So not updated, but second edition, basically, of it with some cleaned up rules and such.
Okay, and this one effectively is it's co-op, which is our quarter 3. We're not doing great challenge. I think this was our third of 3 plays so far, about halfway through the quarter. So yeah, we're doing it. And but yeah, this one effectively it reminds me a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus, and then a little bit of in Elden Ring, I forget what they're called, but big turtle things that jump up. They don't mean to hurt you. These big Leviathans, they're not necessarily your friends, but they're kind of being corrupted by crystals that are growing on their body. And you are climbers that are climbing up the Leviathans and breaking the crystals to kind of make them come to their senses, I guess, and then help you do something. This is another one where like the theme of why you're doing what you're doing, I don't really remember, other than they're not liking the dice on their page, so we have to get them off.
There's not a lot of backstory in it. I mean, they set like a couple paragraphs of story at the beginning of the rule book, and then each battle or whatever has a little couple paragraphs, but it's very thinly themed in the universe.
Yeah, this one, we've played it a few times, I think, now, and we've played relatively easy Leviathans. And I think this one was only a 2 out of 4 as well. Yeah. But yeah, effectively, you're just climbing up this Leviathan. You have actions that you can just use, generally speaking. But thank you. And then you've also got a hand of 3 cards every turn, one of which you're going to use to determine how many action points you get. And then the other 2 that you can play, some of them anytime during anybody's turn, other ones just on your turn. But you can play those, and your hand, your cards, your deck is also kind of your stamina, kind of. If you run out of cards, you lose your grip, because the deck is called your grip, and you'll fall. So you have to be doing things to get cards back from your discard pile into your draw pile, while at the same time you're making sure you're not losing too much health or gaining blight, I think is what it's called, right? The green stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it's interesting for me. There's just not quite enough going on. I like the game fine, but I kind of just want a little more, and I don't even know what it is. But for the most part, it's just Your turns are usually relatively simple. We did have some cool combos that we had going on with the characters we played during the playthrough that will probably go up at some point, assuming I find the want. But yeah, it was enjoyable. I thought. What'd you guys think of the playthrough of that one?
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I mean, this is like a wheelhouse game for me. It's exactly what I want out of a game like this. Plays in like an hour, 45 minutes, depending on the boss, and you've got basic action points to use, and it's just how you piece those together efficiently before you die, basically. So
right,
it's one win condition, one loss condition so far, at least. I'm sure that might change, but just real straightforward gameplay. I can play with the kids, I can play with you guys, and it's enjoyable in either setting. So.
Oh, very good. And that's what I was wondering, Brian. I think I can't remember if we talked about this while we were playing or if it was after, but that idea of there's a little bit of a feeling that it's maybe missing something, but not really sure what it is. And I'm wondering if that extra level of complexity is going to show up with some of the future Leviathans, if there's going to be, because each one kind of brings a little rule twist or a little, more difficult layout to try to uncover, or what are the you're breaking the crystals, I think is what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the first play I was kind of lukewarm on. The second one I kind of liked a little bit more. So I'm interested to see what the future Leviathans look like, if this is one that we end up being able to pull out for the three of us.
Yeah.
And I do like that it's not a campaign, but
right.
You do kind of go through different battles. So if you don't, I mean, you can jump to Leviathan 12, or you can go back to 2, depending on what group you're playing with. And there's no story that you're missing out on, and there's no level ups that you're missing out on necessarily. And I think that's some of the stuff that Brian is missing, because it does almost feel like a campaign game, but it's missing all of those elements that would be in a standard campaign type game.
Yeah. Unlocks, upgrades, something like that. There's the little mushrooms that kind of give you a little power boosts,
just
or
little one-time bonuses.
Free things. Yeah. And the last character I played did more with the mushrooms than normal. Well, kind of. You and I kind of messed up who we were playing.
Yeah, whoops.
That part, I think, just being able to play around with those mushrooms a little bit more, just a little something else. And the other thing is, I mean, every character that you play, you pick a character and then you pick like kind of a skill set or a class. And the characters are only 1 or 2 cards plus their special ability. I think I mentioned it in the video too, that maybe I just wanted a little bit more with that to kind of really differentiate the players. Because otherwise, we're all doing the same general actions, and those are the actions that you kind of need to do.
Actions.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. But like when you're taking a crystal out, if you don't have a card that says strike, well, then you're just spending your AP to strike, and we all can do that.
Right. It
doesn't matter if you're playing a healer or a support character or a striker. You can just do that. So yeah, if you're playing someone who strikes better, their cards are more strike adjacent, you can maybe be more efficient, or you're going to get more cards that say it. But there are just times that we're all just like, all right, well, I have 4 action points. Here's a die with 4 pips on it. My turn's over, but the die's gone. And then, that's all you did, kind of thing. So maybe just a little bit more differentiation or more powerful cards or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate it, but
I'm wondering if in future expansions they're going to do more of that.
That's what I was wondering. Yep.
Because so in the back of the book, there's like a map, and there's several different named areas on the map. One of them is Deep Vale, which is the name of the first expansion.
Gotcha.
So I'm wondering if all of those regions are going to be getting a specific expansion release down the road. So maybe they've got, more new things, more restrictions planned for characters and classes. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind a short campaign of that. Maybe something where you just maybe randomly select a level 1 Leviathan, go and fight it. And then you hear of a level 2, maybe just a 4 Leviathan, 1 of each difficulty level, just short campaign where maybe you do just get an upgrade
Right.
And nothing huge, but just a little something to advance to show that you're getting better at doing whatever it is that we're doing. Just climbing and punching.
And
I don't know.
Maybe even, the Leviathan cards are double-ended and improve.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even something like that,
Mm-hmm.
where so your cards are double-ended and they can maybe get better
Yeah.
between battles.
Almost like a Slay the Spire. Upgrade
Exactly.
this card. You just flip it, and now it's slightly better.
Right.
Nothing huge, but slightly better. Yeah. Yeah. This
So the
interesting one.
This really feels like a modified boss battler. I know you're not battling the boss, but a lot of the activities are kind of lending itself to that style.
Yeah.
It seemed at least what you guys are talking about, this conversation seems similar to when we have previously talked about Primal.
Mm.
Have you guys have you guys thought about that or made that connection to, is there any similarities? I think both of you are probably more familiar with both of those games than I am, but figured I'd toss it out there.
To me, no. There are similarities in that. Yeah, there's a boss and there's cards, but the primal cards, you're playing kind of combos out of your own hand with primal cards. And I think there are 4 colors of cards in primal. And if you play one, it does a damage. If you play another one, it gets you something back. I need to learn how to play primal, and we need to play primal. And then the other 2 are like defense and I think agility, like evade or something like that, which helps when you get attacked by the thing. So the cards are doing more than what they say, because all the cards also say something. And so with the primal, it's kind of, I guess it's a little similar. If you take away the different color cards in primal do another thing.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise the cards you're playing, it doesn't have the mechanic of you have to choose a card to determine how many action points you get. I think you get a set number of action points every round, and you might be able to carry some over with primal. I think they call it stamina there. But just playing the cards in primal, you do have to pay for them. Whereas in Leviathan, you don't have to pay for the cards. You only have 2. And once you're out, then when your turn comes around, if you don't have any card, or I guess you would have 3 at that point. But if your turn comes around, you need to have at least 1 card in there to have a turn.
Right.
So yeah, kind of similar thematically, but in terms of gameplay, not as much. And by thematically, I just mean every game you play is a different beast in Primal or Leviathan in Leviathan Wilds.
Right.
I guess they're called Primals. I don't know what they're called in Primal.
And I don't know how far you've actually made it in you didn't start a campaign in Primal, did you? You just
No, I never read that part of the book. I wanted to see if you guys liked it first. So then I think did the 3 of us play it, or did I play it with each one of you 2-player?
Correct. The second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, the 3 of us actually haven't played it together. Because I don't think I've played a 3-player game. So I think I played it maybe 4 times. Each time was either, I think, once solo to figure out how to play it, and then I think I played it 2-player with the 2 of you, and then my buddy Calumet's.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, everyone liked it. Let's learn how to play the campaign. And then I just never did that, and nobody brought it up again.
Talks about it every week.
Every week for like the last 3 months, I brought it up.
I think Fulton said he was going to paint them for me. And
I remember that conversation too.
You're about to have an army of children. Just hand them each a mini and some paint, and just go to town. They don't have to look great. I've only painted a handful of them. So, but yeah, that's one I think I do need to paint them. And now that I won't be talking to you 3 hours a day, maybe I'll get up there and actually get some painting done. Seems unlikely, but maybe that'll happen.
Anyway, that was our roundabout conversation for Leviathan Wilds.
Yeah, and a little bit of Primal just for fun.
Yeah, in there. Brian,
so that's really
what are your future plans?
I was going to say, as Tim's total of games told you, that's about all we've really played in the last month or so.
Other than painting Primal, what do you think you're going to get up to?
What? For me, last week or maybe the week before, this took me a few days to do, but I decided I wanted to have a deck for every Marvel Champions hero ready to go. So I think I had 20 some decks made, but I effectively had to make 34 Marvel Champions decks. I printed almost 500 proxy cards,
Oh my.
sleeved them all, put together 34 Marvel Champions decks, and then I ordered more boxes to store them in, because when you add like 35 or 30 cards to a deck, a stack of cards, they get bigger. So I had to get bigger boxes to store all that stuff in. It's now all organized. All the heroes have cards and decks, and they're ready to go. So now, I want to play some of them. I figured that might be a fun thing to do. So far, I've played 2 of the 34 multiple times, not just one play and then go grab another one. So I've played 2 of the 34. And so for the next couple of weeks, I'm probably just going to try to get through some more of those, especially ones that I'm really intrigued by. The 2 I've played were Magic and then Spider Suit, the Penny Parker Spider-Man, which is like a mech Spider-Man, basically, that this girl goes into in one of the Spider-Verses. And they've both been pretty fun. They're in pretty unique mechanics with them. So, we're going to go through those and just play through the one. I
demand a Spider-Ham playthrough.
I'm probably not going to do a playthrough. There are several decks where the only cards that are actual...
demand it.
Huh? You don't demand anything.
I demand it.
I have several decks where... So there's 15 player cards usually. And then there's 3 resource cards kind of that come with those. So of the 40 card decks, most are 40, some are a little bit more, but 40 is the minimum. There was 1 or 2 decks where I literally had to print proxies for every card except the hero cards.
Oh my.
So I'm not going to record a play and have Fantasy Flight come at me for, plagiarizing their work. I own the cards. I own all the cards. But, when there's 1 card in 80% of the decks, you got to print some out sometimes. So I most likely won't record any plays. 1, nobody's watching them on the channel anyway. And 2, I don't want to record a bunch of proxies. I'd have to go and find the actual cards. And now I have 61 Marvel Champions decks. So going and trying to find 1 or 2 cards.
What are you using for your proxy backers?
Magic the Gathering
Magic cards?
I bought a couple of years ago. I bought like 1,000 just crappy Magic cards off Amazon for
just
like
to have
$12.
Backing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still have some One Piece because I am running low on those 1,000 Magic the Gathering cards, and I'll probably start using the One Piece ones that I have left. Which there wasn't too many. I sold most of those after we were done. That 35 minutes we played One Piece. So
it was a glorious month.
Sure, yeah, ruined by you. That's really the only thing I've got. I currently do have, for the first time in a long time, I do have 4 games on my Shelf of Shame. 3 of those will probably take me a month just to try to learn. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I think it's mostly going to be focusing on Marvel Champions and maybe Salt Fjord. That one I might try because that one should be a little bit more manageable to try to learn. So that's me. Tim, how about you? How's next few weeks looking for you?
How many how many decks did you say you have? 61?
There are 61 heroes currently available for Marvel Champions, and I have a deck for all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so the 34, those were just new ones?
Yes.
34 new. Oh.
Yes. I had decks for all of the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you had a bunch of decks, but I didn't I didn't know the total was that that many.
And I really only one of the 61 I've built using my own brain. All of the other ones I went on the Marvel database, found some that looked interesting, printed those, and I did those. But it is more satisfying when you play a deck you built and it actually does well. Because my Shuri deck, I retooled that. I did record a play of that, and I retooled it since, and it actually works relatively well in the very easy challenges I've thrown it up against. So
okay,
we'll have to see. Man, I look forward to you guys never playing that with me. That's going to be really good when we don't ever play that.
Have I mentioned this game Ashes before?
Yeah. No, I keep telling you that I'll happily throw that into a fire and give you the ashes, but
okay.
No, I'll play it. That Red Rains was fun the one time we played that one, but it's only 2 player.
Deck construction. We'd have to print off a bunch of proxies apparently.
No,
maybe that'd get them to like it. We printed off a bunch of proxies.
This is what I get for sharing. Okay.
No, I think that's neat. I think that's a neat project.
We never told you this was a safe space. Sorry.
That's fair.
No,
that's going to consume me for a while.
They do all come with pre-construction decks, right?
They do, and I pretty much
they just
tear
garbage
those apart.
Really?
Well, I mean, some of them are okay. But
Okay.
there's typically, with the decks that you build off that database site, there's usually kind of a gimmick to it that just works so well. And it might be all around one card. And you just go get that card, put it out, and then good things happen. The pre-cons are usually just kind of, they toss in some cards that may or may not be good. They go well with that character, things like that. I'll play them. If I really want to play the hero, I'll throw a pre-con. I'll just play the pre-con maybe. But otherwise, especially considering I'm no longer ordering the expansions and then like having them shipped right away, I'm typically waiting and getting 4 or 5 expansions at the same time. So there's already decks out there. I mean, because people will just go find all the cards and make decks, I think, before they even have the expansion pack. So yeah, somebody else has already done the work and made a fun deck. And then most of the people that do it write up a huge article about why did I include this card? Or what's the combo you're looking for? Or when you play this card, you really should be trying to go and find this. And I made 34 decks. I didn't read a one of those. So the first 2 times I played those characters, I'm like, I don't really know how magic is supposed to work. So then you play it and you kind of realize, okay, I see what's happening here. And it's kind of fun to kind of figure it out as you go.
I gotcha. All right. Cool.
Yeah. How about you, Tim? What you got going on here in the near future?
So
other than reading books?
Reading, and then also I have for the last week and a half had all these boxes of Nemesis Retaliation on my table. Biggest issue I have there is the vast majority of the time there is also a cat on that table now. So I have some lingering concerns about getting this game out and leaving it, potentially leaving it out. And I haven't brought myself to get it out, put it all up, and then immediately have to take it down because I'm worried about a cat jumping in there or chewing on something or something like that. So I think I got to get over that. But that's the big thing I'm planning on looking into over the next couple of weeks.
Do the cats go to the basement?
No.
So just set it up on the pool table down there.
The pool table is not down there anymore. That got moved and not reset up. So
what's in that space where the pool table was?
The floor. It's like almost like a living space.
Sounds like a Nemesis Retaliation playing surface. That's what it sounds like. That
is an option.
To be on the floor too. So.
Thanks,
or trash can bonfire. No, I will happily play that one with you just to see what they changed, if they actually made a game out of it. That'd be fun.
Aliens 2, man. It's Aliens 2.
But I thought they changed some stuff with this one. Didn't they change? I thought I was reading that they changed how some actions work and how like hit points worked, which those were some of my major issues, is how hit points worked.
Yeah.
So the aliens keep the same amount of hit points that you pull for them the first time or something like that? Or do you know?
I can't remember. I remember watching the videos when it was when the campaign was going on, but no, I can't remember. But no, that's
we'll have to bust that one out. I know Josh likes that one. I'll suffer through it. That's fine. So it's not one I'm gonna want to play multiple times in the same year, but it is one that I would happily play with
year.
You got new toys to play with. I'll play with them. So.
I gotcha. And it did come with one of those, what is it? The graphic novel.
Oh, no.
Came with a fourth.
All of a sudden, Josh is interested. There's pictures involved.
I'm sorry. I'm always interested in Nemesis. Thank you.
So Tim obviously went all in because he's Tim. And Josh, you just then got the base Retaliation. Is that that's what Tim has?
I didn't get any of it.
Yeah,
I didn't get something. What are you waiting on?
I had Tim grab me the Aftermath expansion that has been unavailable for literally years at this point.
That's
mainly
the first
just to get the extra.
Or second expansion.
That was the first expansion for the base.
The Mars
game,
one,
the original. No.
Oh,
it was literally an expansion, not a second iteration.
Oh, it was the expansion for the original one, which was Alien.
Okay,
so it was just in space, and then Lockdown
it's basically
was
like
Mars.
Okay.
Yeah. So Aftermath, you're supposed to play it after you've played the base game
and done some math. Sure.
It does something. We've never played the actual Aftermath game.
Well,
I just wanted it for the new characters because it comes with like 4 or 5 new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's a new character for each of the colors.
Okay. So Josh, do you have Lockdown?
No.
So
No.
you
I
only,
only
have
have the base game,
base game and soon the expansion for the base game.
Aftermath, and I don't have any of the alternate races or anything of the aliens.
No expansions, no
No.
other base games. Sounds like somebody's got
does-
some work to do, my man.
He does have the medic. I think that's the
I do have
only
the medic.
Oh, then you're all set.
expanded thing that he has.
You
have
got
the
the
medic.
healer that most likely can't heal. That's pretty
No,
sad.
they zap with a what is it? It's like a little syringe gun thing that they got.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
safe.
exactly.
That's safe. It's just a needle. It's basically just the needler from Halo. It's just
needler.
needles
Yep.
firing at you.
That's exactly what it is.
Nice. Okay.
So
Yeah,
Nemesis
I would,
Retaliation.
If you learn that one, Tim, I'd definitely play that one. I'm not going to look at minis while you read the rule book, though. You need to learn that one. Tell the kiddies to chillax, get it learned, and then if we need a
And then
table
put it
to
all
play
away.
on, mine will volunteer as tribute. So otherwise, we'll just come over there, and one of us at all times just has to be on the table playing defense against the kiddies.
No, very good. How about you, Josh? What's your big plan for the next couple of weeks?
Probably not see you guys.
Yeah.
So as Brian alluded to earlier, I got a new job. I'm going back into teaching. So school's starting up here next week. So I am in get ready for school mode at this point. It's a new grade level, new school. So I don't know anything that's going on yet. So I'm just frantically trying to figure it out.
Kind of came up in the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, it was real fast. Somebody left, I guess, real late last minute, and they had to fill it. So
very good.
So we'll see. So hopefully, I got my August Merchants Guild of Merchant Explorers game played this weekend, and
good. Okay,
ready to post for the 18th. I think that's coming out. So I got that done for August. So
yeah, I think in terms of our releases for the last 2 weeks, it's either going to be me solo and stuff, Tim, you and I playing something, or nothing. I think that's what we're going to have.
Oh, Brian, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some I don't know, Friday afternoon gaming, or are you guys still planning on trying to get together on Friday afternoons? Or
he's got a big boy job now. He can't.
Big boy job. No, I'm guessing we're probably shifting.
That actually makes him have to do something on Fridays. So,
yeah.
This last Friday, I cleaned my house and did something else while I was working. So that's probably what Fridays are going to turn into for me, is cleaning the house and laundry.
I gotcha.
Exciting.
I told him he could come like guest teach.
There you go.
Guest teach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cameo.
What do I know
spot,
that I can
for
teach
teaching.
6th graders? I got like a 4th grade education. We're fine. Guest teach.
You could teach them Marvel Champions. I'm sure they'd.
There you go.
On board. When's the first class? When are we?
Let's
I've got
learn
a
a little.
61-week program. Each week is a different hero. And there's new people coming out every month. So
let's learn a little bit about copyright laws.
yeah. Yeah. Is
Mr. Berger, why do these cards look different than the other ones?
I have a really nice printer, so they look really good. You know, never mind that some of them clearly have Magic the Gathering cards behind them because I printed the things too small. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a 6/6 with trample, but it's also Spider-Man. So it's fine. He's very powerful.
So speaking of printers, Brian, what's your 3D printer situation? I think you've been 3 up, 0 up,
yeah,
everywhere in between.
I don't know how many years ago I started with one Ender 3 Pro, and then I bought a second one, I think maybe 4 years ago. And then my buddy Create upgraded, so he just one day dropped a third one off. So I had 3 Ender 3s. All 3 of them have never been working at the same time. I never did get Creeds to work. It was just for parts. And then both of mine broke down. I fixed them both for about 3 days. And then one of them broke again. I finally said, screw it. So I bought a bamboo P1S with the AMS filament attachment thing for it. And it's probably done right now, but it's pretty cool. I could print it from my computer. I could print it from my phone. I've just been finding random nonsense to just print. I ordered some. I had switched because with the Enders, you can't do multicolor. This one I can do 4 colors, maybe even 5. Well, now that I can do multiple colors with the Ender, I just ordered gray. I just have all gray filament. So of course, over the week, it's been an expensive weekend, boys. Over the weekend, I bought 7 rolls of filament. 6 of them are colors, and 1 is like a tricolor thing. That's going to be super cool. So I'm waiting for all that to come in, and then I'm going to start printing some stuff. I printed some Marvel Champions tokens, which look pretty cool. But yeah, it does the multicolor, which is nice to be able to just. My nephews were over yesterday, and I was just randomly looking, and there was an STL of an angry rhino. Just a rhino looking like this. With little things. So I only have 3 colors for it. So we printed a green rhino with an orange horn, and then we played the game of Splendor, actually. And I said, all right, whoever wins Splendor gets the rhino. So
how bad did you beat him?
Huh?
How bad did you beat him?
I didn't beat him. I don't have a use for a rhino. I could just print one. So no, my older nephew Jackson won the rhino and held it over his brother's head, literally for a little while. Yeah, I think I'm getting them again next weekend, and I'll look and see if there's anything else they want. It's so much faster than the old one. So
really, okay,
yeah. It printed a Benchy in 15 minutes, which is a little boat. Like my old one probably would take 2-3 hours to print that.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So I printed. I was cleaning in the basement tonight, and I'm like, man, the cup I use for pencils is too small. So I just went real quick, found a pencil cup, hit print, and an hour and a half later, I had a new pencil cup. So it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to actually start using it for more than just boxes for board games. So
there you go.
Hopefully, pay some of the cost of the $700 printer that I got. So it was on sale. Normally like $1,100. So
wow.
But yeah, so far it's going pretty neat. I'm looking forward to trying to find just more stuff.
I think bookends. I think you were printing some bookends.
I was. None of them came out great because the old printers were garbage. Okay. So I might try to find more bookends and book nooks. I started looking today so book nooks are like basically just little books that go in between your books. Most people like the most popular ones are Harry Potter. So like it looks like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter. And some people even design them to then put LED lights into them and like make them interactive and do stuff. And I was looking for some of those, and I found a sweet Gandalf. So I'm going to put those in between my Lord of the Rings books. I'm going to print it in marble, and it's Gandalf when he's talking to like the moth thing on top of Sauron's tower. So it's Gandalf's face, and then just his hand out like this. So his hand will be sticking out from my books.
I'm going to need you.
Neat. No, I'm not going to put a light in that he can turn on and off.
Put a light into that.
It doesn't count. Stop it. I win this round. Yeah.
That was low-hanging fruit is what that was.
Good Lord.
All right.
So yeah, that's been fun. And that's, I'm going to be spending some time. Once I get these filament colors, man, I'm so excited.
We'll never see Brian again.
You're never going to see me again. Next time you come over, I will have like a Game of Thrones throne just made out of plastic. I'll just be sitting there.
You said you had a lot of gray.
6 months to print. But it's going to be pretty great.
Oh, very good. Very good. All right, cool. Anything else for episode 31?
Not for me, Fulton.
No. That's it.
Good luck to you, man. Molding young minds. You know, it's a big responsibility. Yeah. He doesn't seem into it. What a weirdo. Tomorrow is my first day not working with you in like almost 3 years. So
3 years.
Holy cow! It's been 3 years.
Almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I think 2 months shy of it.
Yep.
So when I'm wrapped up in the fetal position weeping, I'll give you a call and we can talk me out of it. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, very good, very good. So with that, we'll wrap it up and catch you guys next time.
See you, everybody.
See you guys.